Today's topic, Spider-Man Unlimited. Guys, my luck finally turned around with these Marvel Legends, popped into the local Target today, and found the last of these Spider-Man Unlimited figures. So let's pop into this box and see what he's all about. Before we get into the figure, I gotta take a moment to talk about how absolutely incredible the artwork is on these Animated Series retro cards. You get the figure on the side, you get the classic Animated Series logo up top, and you get that nice purple-ish pink colored skyline in the background. Guys, this stuff is incredible. Love what Hasbro's done with these cards. And here's our boy in his tray, so let's get into it. And here's our man of the hour, but first we gotta look at some accessories. And as you would expect, you get a pretty standard assortment of accessories for a Marvel Legends Spider-Man. You get thwippers, wall crawlers, and of course, you get the fists that come on the figure. But as I always say, we didn't come here for a plastic tray, so let's get into the figure. And just like magic, we're back with the figure, so let's get into it. I have to say, guys, I wasn't super impressed with this figure when it was shown in the promo pics from Hasbro, but I have to say, having it in hand, it does look very nice. I might try to do a little bit of customization to kind of bring it to life, but as I'm looking at it here, he's looking pretty solid. And let's pop into some articulation. Pretty standard stuff from Marvel Legends. You're going to get a disc hinge that allows you to look up that far and look down that far. You're going to get 360 degrees, as you would expect, 360 out of that shoulder. Arm raises up about that far without forcing it. You get a bicep swivel. It's a little stiff. Get a beautiful double jointed pinless elbow, and you get rotation and pivot. His butterflies allow you to go that far forward and that far back. Just to note, they are a little limited by the cape, but no big deal. We of course have a pretty standard ab crunch and waist twist combo. You get that much crunch going forward, about that much crunch going back. Cape gets in the way just a tad bit, but again, no big deal. And then you of course get 360 degrees out of that waist. No drop downs on these Sunfire bodies, so we'll go ahead and just show you. Legs kick up that far, legs kick out that far, so pretty decent. You of course get thigh swivel, double jointed pinless knees. You do get a calf cut or a boot swivel. You get ankle pivot going down that far, very nice. Ankle pivot going up that far, very nice. And you of course get ankle rock. And with the articulation segment out of the way, let's get into some poses. And we are back from our posing session, so let's get into some final thought. Guys, I won't lie, this figure really impressed me. I'm not usually impressed by these Spider-Man figures on the Sunfire body, but God, I fucking love this thing. I'll be completely honest. I love it more now that I have it in hand, and I love it more after having posed it. Guys, if you find this guy on the shelf, absolutely pick him up. For $27, it's hard to find a better Spider-Man figure. The sculpt work is nice. The paint work is okay. I do have a couple imperfections on mine, but again, guys, there's paint imperfections on every figure brand. You just have to live with it and move on. The cape looks nice. It does appear to be glued in, so I wouldn't say that it's going to be easily removable or posable. It is just plastic, but again, it doesn't hinder the articulation in any way. And with that out of the way, guys, I'm going to go ahead and give this figure an 8 out of 10. He's not entirely accurate to the source material, so that's going to take away some points. We also have some paint imperfections throughout our red and blue here, but nothing too crazy, nothing that's going to drop him down to like a 6 or a 5 out of 10. But for the most part, guys, this figure is a blast to pose. He's a blast to look at, and he looks great and feels great holding him. He's got the sculpted detail and everything. So yeah, I feel that that rating is totally justified. And with that, guys, we are out of here. Short and sweet review on this amazing release from Marvel Legends. But let me know your thoughts down below. Go ahead and like, comment, favorite, and repost this video if you enjoyed it. Drop me a follow if you liked my voice. And with that being said, guys, I will talk to you later. Peace.